Voila! I'm here. You feel me? As you can see, this whole entire setup is a lot different than shit I've done up in the past. And I'm just going to really just get straight to the video. Even if somebody walks in, even if I get robbed right now, I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm just going to keep it raw. So as y'all know, you know what I mean? I go by the Prince Machiavelli. For you that is probably new here, I run a streetwear brand called Lord Knows Clo. I've been in the game for 10 years. 10 years, bro. I've been in this game for 10 years. I started my brand when I was 24, and right now I'm 34. You feel me? So I was like 23 going on 24, because I started I got the LLC for my brand May 22nd, 2014. See, I even remember because I do like anniversary drops and stuff like that. But as you can see, I'm in a whole new setup, you know, and this isn't really even like a setup. It's more so just like a resident lounge at an apartment complex. But I'm literally about to change the whole entire way I do content. And, you know, the people that support this channel, even though that we don't got a big following, but it's one of them channels, if you know, you know, I care about your guys' input like a lot. So as y'all know that I've started this YouTube channel probably about 6-7 months ago. I started uploading very, very, very consistently, more so towards the end of the year. But right now, like where I'm just at with everything, I've tried a lot of stuff as far as like the growth, you know what I mean? I've done dopamine content. I've done a little bit of shorts that I did back in the day that blew me up on like TikTok and stuff. I've done whiteboard content, you know what I mean? Just sitting there with a whiteboard, just giving straight game. And I've done just almost about everything, and just even like organic, you know what I'm saying, no cuts, no edits. Then I've done stuff with cuts and with edits. I've done just about everything. And obviously like the numbers go up, the more dopamine that you make it because of just like the eyeball retention and stuff. But I'm changing my content in that way. And then I'm changing my content in another way as well. So obviously this channel is, you know, directed towards like inspiring or aspiring brand owners that want to become brand owners or that already are brand owners and they stuck in the rut and they trying to listen to a dude that actually got 10 years of experience and still running his brand in real time just to get some type of perspective or one little thing that could have helped them out to get to the level that they trying to get to. So I started to like really just sit back and look at my content, and I started to realize that I was almost coming from like a guru place, and I hate that. I'm not trying to be like Alex Hormozy or none of those guys, right? I'm not trying to come from a place of I know it all. And I'm not saying that they are either. Obviously, Alex Hormozy has done great things in business, and there are people on this platform that has done magical things, but I just didn't want to come off just as 100% education. I wanted to come off as well, even telling my story, things that I've actually gone through. You know what I mean? Because I think that at the end of the day, people connect to people. You know, I don't want to be some teacher of like, hey, like you need to do X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah on every single video that I do. And I started to see myself kind of do that with the content that I was making. So now I'm kind of about to make a shift as far as I'm about to just tell 10 years of stories that have actually happened. This is going to help me put out more consistent videos. They're going to probably be less dopamine, but if your attention span is even starting to shade off of this video now, you might as well should just get the fuck up off here, because the way that I'm about to start producing out this content is more so coming from a raw place, like an authentic place, and then just telling it as it is. Now, some videos, it might be clothing brand advice. Some videos, it might be storytelling of situations that happen with me as a brand owner, because a lot of people don't do that on YouTube. Why? Because they can't do it. Right? You're listening to these kids that just started a brand 1 year, 2 year, 3 years ago. They don't got real experience. You know what I'm saying? As far as like really being in this shit 5, 10, 15 years. Like I've done it all. I've hit 100K months. I've lost 100K. Relationships that I've had with women that I've loved, women I had kids with, you know what I'm saying? Going through the bullshit, the mental health, the anxiety, the drops, flops, wins, losses. I've seen it all. I've done it all. Team, friends, family, losing friends and family, like over this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think when people start hearing these stories, that's where the connection is going to be more felt that, you know, obviously, like I said, in some videos that I'm going to do, I'm going to put out, you know, educational content, of course, to help those out that's running the brand. But I think that you can learn more from me if you just was hearing my stories more so on what not to do. And then on some videos, obviously as well too, on like, oh damn, I wasn't even seeing it from that type of perspective. Because the reality is, like, you watching this video right now, you're probably right here. Like, imagine like a football player on a football field. I'm like a GM. I see things that you don't see, especially if you new into this, because I've already been out on the field for 10 years. I already see the plays. I already see the routes that's about to happen. So it's almost like me calling down to a coach and the coach telling you how to maneuver, because I already spent 10 years down there. I already know what the marketplace is like. I already see things that's about to happen before they even happen. Now, I'm not coming off like I'm some guru or nothing like that, because by any means, there's probably many of people out there that's crushing it way bigger than me, obviously, right? But when it just comes to like 10 to 15 years of experience, the goals that you're trying to do, I've already been there, done that. You know what I mean? And I just think that it would be extremely helpful for people to just hear the real truth and an authentic, unapologetic way. I don't know what's up with my words this morning, but I just woke up. But just, I'm talking about raw, authentic, and just 100% of the truth of things that has happened with me as a brand owner, right? Because anybody can show you how to do a pre-order and they never even done a pre-order before, or even that they have, but they just fresh to this. But when it comes into making 100 bands and then losing 100K, and then making 200,000 and losing 200,000, or making this and then this happened. Oh, and then being in a relationship that I wasn't even really happy with, and I was still maintaining a multi-six-figure brand, hiring my first employee, friends and family going against me when my success finally came after 4 years. These are stories that only I can talk about because I've actually done it and I've have all the proof to show it. So that's that when it comes to this side of the content. When it just comes to like topics and things I'm going to be talking about, it's all still going to be like brand related. But on an extreme personal level that a lot of people either don't want to show or they can't show because they don't actually got full experience of actually going through this. So the next side of the content is that I'm going to start making raw videos like this. Some videos as well might be like some vlogs and stuff, because I'm about to literally bring my brand back. I'm about to resurrect it, even though we haven't even gone nowhere. But I'm about to just show you what's kind of like the day in the life of like running ads, making content, you know what I'm saying, making products, being on remote calls with my team, and just see how everything is done that way as well. But outside of that, I might calm down with like the whole dopamine videos and like the edits and the Wojaks and everything. And I might just make raw videos just like this, you know what I mean? With just, if I fuck up, I mess up, you know what I'm saying, as far as like talking goes and stuff like that. Then after I probably make 100 videos, after like 3 months of doing that or 4 months of doing that, I can just sit back and just look at where I stand at right now as far as the content goes. But right now I'm not really trying to do like this hyper edited stuff. I might have a few videos in there that's hyper edited that like I just have sitting right now in the queue that like my editors are working on. But as far as like moving forward and stuff, I just think that it would be best, you know what I mean, if I just came at it from just like a raw place, because you're not getting somebody, it's a totally different avatar with somebody that's just like, their brain is fucking rot, right? Their lizard brain is on 25-8 and they just are just searching for dopamine after dopamine after dopamine, compared to the person that can still retain, you know, right now this whole entire video and they still listening to this message. It's two totally different people, you know what I mean? And obviously I'm trying to attract a certain audience, just like how it is you probably too, trying to attract a certain culture or a certain community or a certain person, you know what I mean, with your brand. It's the same thing with me up on YouTube. I'm not trying to get really the masses. I'm trying to really speak to one specific person that understands the message I'm trying to get across, you know what I'm saying? And they can build some likability, knowing and trust with me off of like personal stories that like I'm actually telling. So this is kind of like my unfair advantage compared to like 99% of the brand owners on YouTube, you know what I mean? Because I've actually had skin in the game for 10 years. I didn't start selling any type of info product. I didn't start any type of coaching business or any of that until I was 8 years in. Like when I hit my first 100K month, 3 years in or something like that, I literally was not trying to sell to anybody, because I even felt within myself, even when I was 5 years in, 6 years in, me personally, I felt like I was not ready. I'm not one of them niggas that's over here like, oh, I just got some quick results and now I'm trying to sell you something and give you education. You can literally watch all of my videos from the start of this channel to right now. Then I can almost guarantee you that it trumps over everybody else's shit. You feel me? Like, because everybody else does not have the experience. Everybody else does not have a team. Everybody else has not made the money that I have made off of a brand. I promise you. And I'm not saying like I'm this big stepper and I'm better than anybody, because there's several people on YouTube crushing it. But at the same time, they don't have the unfair advantage that I have as far as it goes to just coming from a raw, authentic place of 10 years of stories. When it comes to my rap homies and this and this and that and that, it's crazy. You know what I mean? This is 10 years of just stories on top of stories that I'm trying to give to you. You know what I mean? That can help you out. That can give you perspective on a lot of things that a lot of brand owners either, like I said, don't want to talk about or they can't talk about because they lack the experience. I'm not about to do some gay unboxing videos and shit like that. Like, I'm coming from a place of, yo, like, what did it feel like to make my first 100K? How did it feel making this shit into a 7-figure business? Like, in just 3-4 years prior, everybody shunned on me. You know what I mean? How did you meet XXS and Tayshaun before they got famous? And how did you build a relationship with him, Ski Mask, Suicide Boys? Like, just stories that, like, the proof is so in the pudding. You know what I mean? That I can speak on because I actually lived it. So with that being said, I'm not really trying to talk in circles. I just wanted to make this video like extremely quick and just kind of update you on like where I'm about to go as far as like the content and stuff like that moving forward. I can't believe I even got up on this camera with my hair, you know what I'm saying, looking like this. Your boy's waves ain't swimming, you know what I mean? I don't got no clean cut, but I'm about to just keep it raw, you feel me? So with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. And two, remember, divorce from the result and embrace the craft. And I promise you, if you divorce yourself from the result and just embrace the craft that's necessary, that's needed, you know what I'm saying? That's a necessity to get the goal. You'll get it a whole lot quicker. So with that being said, I'm out. Bye.